Is reporting 2 new drone strikes from across the border in Ukraine. The mayor of Moscow says one drone was shot down south of the capital overnight, while another alleged drone wounded 5 people in the city of Kursk, according to a local governor. He says the attack damaged a railway station, but train service is still up and running. Meanwhile, Ukraine now says 15 children are among the wounded following the Russian missile strike on the city of Chernihiv. At least 7 people were killed and close to 150 others injured after a missile hit the city center on Saturday. While over in Kyiv, top military officials say Ukrainian pilots have started training on F-16 fighter jets. But who will provide the planes and when are still open questions. Well, for more on this latest development, Neda Bashir joins us now live from London. Neda, Ukraine did receive potentially more good news related to the F-16s?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Leila, we saw some delay on that front. There are questions around the time frame of when we would begin to see Ukrainian pilots receiving that crucial training on the US-made jets. Now, according to Ukraine's Air Force, that training has begun. They are receiving training from US instructors within Ukraine. And of course, typically, this sort of training on these advanced jets would take months. According to Ukrainian officials, typically it would take something around 32 months. But they say this elite class of Ukrainian pilots set to take part in this training program can master the operation of this jet within just 4 months. Now, we've also heard from Ukraine's defense minister. He's given a slightly longer assessment, saying it could take a minimum of 6 months. And of course, that will be a blow to Ukraine's air defense and military aspirations over the coming months, particularly in the harsher winter months as they continue to grind on with that counter-offensive. But this training will prove crucial, and the hope from Ukraine is that the supply of these jets will mark a shift in their counter-offensive, give them that all-important edge in the skies. And of course, there still remain a couple of questions. We've heard from the Ukrainian defense minister saying that it remains to be decided what weapons these jets will be kitted out with once they are supplied to Ukraine. We know, of course, that the US has expressed its commitment to approve the supply of these jets as soon as that training is complete. And of course, there are still talks ongoing between the US and its European partners over what other countries might potentially supply Ukraine with these US-made F-16s. But of course, we also now know that President Zelensky has been in talks with counterparts in Sweden over the possible supply of the Swedish-made Gripen fighter jet. That is expected to be an ongoing discussion. The hope there is that will bolster Ukraine's air defense operations and also, of course, offensive operations as they continue to battle Russia's ongoing encroachment in the eastern region. Meanwhile, those talks are ongoing, but Ukraine and Sweden appeared to have agreed on a statement of intent on the supply of Swedish-made armored vehicles to boost Ukraine's counter-offensive capabilities on the front line.